Hey Libra, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your new moon in Gemini for your sun, moon, rising. Be sure to check out your planetary alignment so you can get a message that most resonates with you, especially if this one doesn't resonate with you. Excuse me. So I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will, therefore you make the best decision for you and those involved. Okay, coming out here is the Ten of Swords with this Five of Wands. So you could have been involved in you could have been in a violent fight, actually. For some of you, there's an end to conflict here. Maybe conflict within yourself, an end to a painful situation here that maybe you were debating whether or not it should be ended. Maybe this could be with an Empress figure. It could be a mother figure. It could be a wife. It could have been somebody here who you thought the world of. Now, the thing is, the new moon in Gemini is happening in your 5th house, which has to do with romance. It has to do with creativity, children, your hobbies. Cards are just flipping all over the place. Could have been an Aquarius. The Star card is about healing. It's about hope, going down the right path. So we're going to be taking a look at your situation here. Person A, person B, outcome. You pick whoever you are. If you're not dealing with anyone, this could just be you are either A or B, and then the situation is A or B, okay? So you have the Four of Swords here. I think you're giving something here a rest. It's almost like you know that there's more to come or something else is going to happen, and you're giving yourself kind of like the benefit of the doubt that you need to. You might be resting from a heartbreak. You might have delivered the truth to somebody, like you said something to someone, maybe in a love relationship, and now you're kind of like taking it slow, taking it easy. Some of you are just really contemplating on how to bring a little bit more fun into your life, how to wake up your life. Let's see here. So we have the King of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that you might be dealing with, or you might have this in your chart. Now, the King of Cups here, he looks like he's trying to bring some fun here with these cards, but he's also trying to play his cards right. Now, the thing is, he's in a wave of emotions here. He knows how to deal with emotions because he's mastered them. He is the king, right? He's the king of the emotions, of the cups. Hold on, let me fix this camera. It looks a little too low. Or whatever, too high. Doesn't look right. Okay, is that better? I don't know. Okay, so the King of Cups here could be somebody who doesn't really show a lot of emotions, but he does show when he needs to show. He has a lot of emotions, but he's not like overly dramatic. He could be overly dramatic though. But for the time being here, it seems like either somebody is holding back from emotions or maybe taking a break from... Let's continue on. I don't want to keep saying things that I'm... Here we go with the Hermit. So a Virgo energy, might have that in your chart, might be dealing with one, sun, moon, or rising. The Hermit here, it kind of like equals up to the Four of Swords, right? Getting into the state of being contemplative, of seeing the bigger picture, of getting some more wisdom, of gaining some more insight. Maybe you're gaining some more insight on how you feel about something. Maybe somebody here has a lot of emotions for you and you're rethinking this. Let's take a look at your outcome. Ace of Pentacles. So somebody could be offering you some kind of stability. Somebody could be offering you a reconciliation. You might be rejecting this for the time being. You might say, no, you know what? It's not something that I'm interested in right now. Maybe you're getting a lot of love offers, right? Gemini is about communication. And the 5th house is romance, lovers as opposed to partners. It's about fun. Somebody could be actually closed off to fun. Somebody might be offering you to go out, but you're like, ah. 9 of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Empress. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool, which I was going to say the Foolish. So we have Aquarius, Aries. We also have Taurus and Libra. Maybe you could express to somebody here what it is exactly that you want. I want bigger and better things. I want, you might, no, I don't think so. Because the Page of Swords here, somebody who's very vigilant, so he keeps an eye on somebody. It could be that you are keeping an eye on someone, or maybe you even put an end. Maybe you were stalking someone. Maybe you're okay. For some, you have not communicated, but you do want to communicate to someone that they, you see not an opportunity. You see an opportunity to be with them. You see an opportunity to grow. Why is the Empress so unsure? Because if you look at the Empress here, she looks unsure of herself. She looks like she needs help, but she's kind of like, eh. Maybe you feel, maybe there's something that you desire, but you don't feel worthy of it. So we have a bunch of cards that fell out. Take a look. Six of Pentacles, the World, Queen of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So Libra, you could have just cut something out here that wasn't to your benefit anymore, that wasn't serving you, that you didn't see a balance here, and you're finding balance within yourself. I feel like you're taking this time for yourself. So let's take a look at the King of Cups. I think I just saw the Moon card. I'm not sure. It was through my peripheral. So it could be a Pisces. You could have Pisces in your chart. Person could be unsure of their feelings, or you are unsure of your feelings. King of Cups, Five of Cups, maybe because he's been hurt, or she. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. So wanting a new beginning, wanting something fresh, wanting more passion, more creativity. It is the fifth house, so it does have to do with creativity, hobbies even. Maybe there's something that you wish to fulfill. Work-wise, something that you desire, you wish to bring it into fruition. Maybe you just don't know how to get there, how to balance things out, and then you kind of like cut out the idea. Five of Cups is about someone who's contemplating on something that's not even worth contemplating on anymore. It's like done and over with, but they're stuck there. And then they're stuck on, how do I balance this out? How do I juggle this? Or deciding to juggle things of the past that already need to be dropped, that need to be cut with. Maybe if you're dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, this person is feeling in this way, and this is why they're not expressing how they're feeling. This could be you having too much emotions, and the negative emotions you're starting to cut out. This is why you're taking time out for yourself, trying to heal yourself. Let's get to the Hermit. What is the Hermit? Some of you are saying goodbye here. You see how Alice is waving that handkerchief? She's saying goodbye. Might be saying goodbye to a Virgo. Maybe you're just respecting that they need some time. If you have Virgo in your chart, maybe you can be aware. King of Pentacles is showing up here. And what else fell out? The Nine of Wands. Yeah. So this could be you, Libra, or it could be a person that you're dealing with who is feeling kind of like on the defense all the time. They need to start healing themselves before they're able to move forward, because it's not going to create a healthy relationship. Knight of Swords, the Temperance, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, King, and then the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this could be somebody here who's trying to rush a process that needs to work out in divine timing, and the sun is kind of like blocked. That's why the lighting kind of went down. So somebody here who's trying to rush everything, healing takes its time before they can offer the Ace of Cups, right? And the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is very slow to action, but he's also somebody who takes his time because he's really thinking it out. He's making the best of it. He's trying to have everything done correctly. Much like maybe this Virgo, if you're dealing with a Virgo, right? Because that's how earth signs are. They move slowly because it's like they like to see the reality of things, and it's not that they're being pessimistic, it's that they're being a realist. All right, so let's take a look at the Ace of Pentacles. There's the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, which is your outcome. For some of you, you're deciding on how to make money off of something that you've been longing to do. Two of Swords, a decision that needs to be made here. Six of Wands, success, moving forward. And then the Eight of Swords, feeling stuck at the bottom. Here's the wheel, trying to turn, but you're feeling stuck. There's an opportunity being given to you that is going to make you feel successful, but you are still feeling stuck. Either you're mentally feeling stuck, you're actually literally stuck here, but the Eight of Swords is a stuckness that you can get out of, okay? Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is trying to turn. Divine timing with the Wheel of Fortune as well. So let's take out an oracle card for you. There's, I feel like there's just more healing needing to go on. A time to reflect, okay? So you can make a decision to move forward. We have insecurity. Yeah, isn't that what we were talking about? Look at her. She's feeling very insecure, even though she's the Empress. So insecurity, this is what's bringing you down. At the bottom of the deck, we have facade. For some of you, there's a need to look within because you need to revise your past. The facade card in this deck is about, it's a little boy, if I'm not mistaken. It's a story about a little boy who, I think his father passes away, so he kind of takes charge and he becomes the man of the house. So he grows up quickly, and he goes to the park and he sees other kids playing, but because he needs a lot of responsibility. You might have Capricorn in your chart. He kind of forces these responsibilities upon himself, and he misses out on his childhood. And then as he grows older, then he becomes an old man. And when he dies, his spirit passes by the park that he used to be at when he was a little boy, and he picks up his inner child spirit at the park and says, it's time for us to go home. That's a beautiful story, you know? So if some of you need to do this healing because there's been a lot of hurt, pain from the past, maybe you're an adult now and you do have a lot of emotions and you close it off. Maybe you do have like prominent water in your chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and you've kind of repressed all of these feelings and you're juggling them and you don't know what to do, and it's kind of there's a need for you to go within, feel your feelings. And why do I feel this way? Okay, I feel like this. Let me hold the hand of your inner child. Be the adult that you needed when you were a child to yourself. Does that make any sense? So we have trickery here because you might have felt tricked, deceived. And it doesn't mean that you were literally tricked and deceived. It could have just been that you felt deprived of these things, and it made you feel that, you know, you couldn't trust other people. This trickery here didn't help with the way you were growing. You grew up kind of thinking other people are out to get, not that they're out to get you, but other people kind of only look for their own interests. And here you are trying to please them, but also trying to please yourself, and it kind of doesn't balance out, right? You're trying to balance these two things and it just doesn't work out. And then discovery. So finding out who you are, that's what you do when you go into the hermit mode. Four of Swords, this contemplation, figuring out who you are. Maybe doing some journaling, maybe going back to a maternal figure, asking them about, you know, who you were as a child, or maybe even finding out who your parents are, in the sense of having some kind of conversation. Because you know what? Sometimes throughout, not even sometimes, I'm going to say most of the time, we end up feeling incomplete. We feel like life is a struggle because our parents' undesired desires were unfulfilled. So that baggage kind of gets thrown onto us, and we feel like, oh, we got to carry this around. So sometimes by understanding your father or your mother, you understand who you are ultimately, okay? Because father has to do with personality, because it's the sun, and the moon is a maternal figure, so which has to do with your emotions. So why do I feel this way? Well, get to know your mother. Well, your personality. Why am I like this? Get to know your father, okay? So discovery of who you are. Maybe even just, this also can do with having a reconciliation and building a stable bond with a parent or anyone. It doesn't just have to be a parent. It could really be anyone, all right? All right, Libra, let me know if you resonated with this reading. If you did, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.